As we all know, Europe has been closed for Americans for travel for quite a while now, so maybe you don't know where to go. Or maybe you're just not really happy with the results of the elections this week. Either way, I'm here to tell you what countries are open 100% for travel, including Americans. I'll be telling you the new number of infections this week, as well as what the travel requirements are to enter the country. But before we get started, if you're new here, I'm Linda, a 35-year-old who sold everything to travel the world, and I'm here to help you get those bucket list checks and live an adventurous adulthood by traveling more. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Let's dive in, and we're gonna start in the Americas and Caribbean. First off, we have Brazil, the largest country in South America, and it offers incredible variety from the amazing Amazon to the bustling city of Rio de Janeiro. This week, they reported 72 new cases per 100,000 people, and there are no quarantine or entry requirements to enter the country. Next up, we have the Dominican Republic. This Caribbean country shares the island of Hispaniola with Haiti, and it's most known for its beautiful beaches. However, it is also home to 2 humpback whale breeding grounds, which to me just means amazing bucket list checks, because seeing those incredible creatures in clear Caribbean water, I mean, come on. Amazing. Their new cases this week is 27 people out of 100,000, and you have to have a completed health declaration on arrival. Next up, we have the Dominican Republic's partner to the west, Haiti. So while Haiti does have incredible white sandy beaches, the tourism industry here is still developing. Their new cases this week is 0 out of 100,000 people, and you have to have a completed health declaration as well as being subject to screening on arrival. And last but not least, in the Americas, we have Mexico, America's neighbor to the south, and one of my favorite countries is open for travel. Mexico is huge, so you can go anywhere from Mexico City to the beautiful islands like Isla Mujeres or Isla Holbox. Their new cases this week is 30 new infected out of 100,000, and you have to have a passenger locator form completed on arrival. And let's head across the pond, because even though Europe isn't open for travel to Americans, the UK is. Of course, we all know London, but there is so much more to discover in the UK, from the Lake District to the White Cliffs of Dover. Now, unfortunately, as of this week, there is a month-long lockdown in place, so you may want to rethink visiting here. 243 new infected out of 100,000, and there's a 14-day self-isolation period as well as a passenger locator form, but as I said, they are currently in lockdown for the next month. And let's head further east into the Balkans, where Albania is open for travel. It's super affordable and it has a stunning coastline. Their infections this week is 71 people out of 100,000, and there's no quarantine or entry regulations. Next up, we have the interesting country of Kosovo, which declared its independence from Serbia in 2008. And while it is a landlocked Balkan country, it offers a lot of outdoor adventures and hiking. Their current rate of infection this week is 77 new cases out of 100,000 people. And you do need a PCR test on arrival and may be subject to screening. Next up, we have North Macedonia, which is where I am right now. This is a beautiful country that is not only affordable, but also offers a lot of adventures, from beautiful lakefront towns to hikes and mountains. Now, there are no quarantine or entry regulations here. However, their new cases this week were 264 out of 100,000 people. I will say though, being here right now, that masks are mandatory. You have to wear them outside as well as in the stores and everywhere else, except for when you're sitting at a table eating. Next up, we have Serbia, which is not a big tourist destination, but it does offer a lot of outdoor activities like hiking and skiing, and it has lots and lots of spas, or you can have a city break in Belgrade. There are no quarantine or entry requirements here, and there are new cases this week where 129 people infected out of 100,000. 100,000? All right, and next up, you've probably seen pictures of this church all over social media because this is the stunning Lake Bled in Slovenia, and Slovenia is open for travel. My family is from Slovenia, and having spent summers there, the food is absolutely amazing. However, there is quarantine required if you do not have a negative PCR test that is less than 48 hours old. And their current rate of infections this week is 609 people out of 100,000. Next up, we have, just on the edge of the Balkan Peninsula, Turkey. So you can head to the bustling city of Istanbul, check out some of the beachfront destinations, or visit Cappadocia, which is a bucket list check, I think, for many people. Their current rate of infections this week is 19 people out of 100,000, and you are subject to screening on arrival. And as we know, they just recently had a big earthquake. So if you want to help out, I will link a place where you can donate in the description. And another country in Eastern Europe that is open for travel is Belarus. However, they are currently experiencing some political unrest, so you may want to reconsider this. Their current rate of infection is 70 new cases per 100,000 this week, and you do need a PCR test on arrival that is no older than 72 hours. And in other parts of the world, you can head to East Africa, to Tanzania, which is home to Mount Kilimanjaro, the incredibly stunning Zanzibar, and lots of wildlife, so you can get plenty of bucket list checks here. Their current rate of infection is 0 out of 100,000 people in new cases this week, and you are subject to screening on arrival, as well as a passenger locator form that needs to be completed. And last but not least, the South Pacific Kingdom of Tonga is open for travel. Now, I went here last year, so you can check out the video for that here. This is not only a stunning paradise with crystal clear waters, but it is also home to humpback whales. So in my opinion, it is absolutely worth the trek out there. Unfortunately, there's no data on their current new cases this week, but you do have to have a health declaration completed on arrival. So there you go. These are the countries that are open completely for travel right now, including Americans. Obviously, travel is a sensitive subject right now, and these things are changing on a daily basis, so be sure to do your own research before booking anything. That'll do it for today. Until next time, be good to one another, be good to our planet, and keep adventuring.